Needless to say, this tree is something else. Giant redwood. Not native to the UK, but imported from Victorians, the 1800s or something, so it's a couple of 100 years old. It's just a baby, really. Might be my favourite tree in Northumberland. Yeah, the Good Earth Diaries. We're on chapter 4. Hoping these are going to get easier as I go. Just in single digits, so I'll have to be patient with myself. I'm sure I'll be more comfortable getting in front of the camera and speaking. I can be comfortable in front of the camera if I'm playing to the audience. You know, I can do the instructor thing. I've done years at this point of instruction on video and stuff, and that's not a problem. Like, public speaking isn't really a problem if you're playing a role. If you're going into that professional space of, well, yeah, just a coach or a teacher, that's one thing. But what I'm trying to do with these videos is just to show up in a much more vulnerable, much more human way, and hopefully we get a better sense of connection to one another. A lot of it is just coming out into nature and on the daily and finding just a space in my day where I can unfurl. I think I talked about that yesterday. So, you know, the rest of the day we might be fighting fires internally. You know, that sense of not letting yourself quite relax fully. That thing that maybe comes with parenting, just being on a little bit of high alert. So it's just a conscious decision to make this part of my day, this little reset, come out in nature and find a space that holds space for me, where I can fully let go and have nature just hold some of that energetic space, for want of a better phrase. Yesterday I didn't do too well. I actually went to there's a beautiful spot in Almouth where the park meets the estuary. You got like if you look at the video yesterday, you'll see like the tide was out, but it's obviously lots of wildlife there in terms of birds that like to come and nest and occupy that water space. But I mentioned in the video yesterday, it's actually a bit of a weird space in terms of the humans that you come and go through there, and the energies that they bring with them. And I actually had someone shout the word CUNT in the middle of my video yesterday. I had to do a second edit. It just felt so intrusive. I think there was a slight second where I had a thought of like maybe just rolling with it and using it as a teaching point, and maybe that was the wrong decision to stop the video and start again. But it just felt so intrusive and invasive. It's such a harsh word, and that's coming from a Geordie who like swear words are kind of our everyday chat. But it just had a bit of a bite to it. And I don't know whether it was directed at me, whether they were having a laugh at the social media guy with his camera out and stuff, or whether it was just whether they were just they'd had a few drinks and they were just a bit more. I don't know what it was. I suspect it was the former. But yeah, you'll see me in that video just a lot more agitated. You'll see me sort of just being on more of alert, even if it doesn't look look like it, go back and look at the video and you'll see that there's a sense of unchill quality. Whereas this is just immediately like little birdie flying past. Can let my guard down in this space much easier. Even though like this is as busy a place, like this is National Grounds, is a bit of a golf course over there, so actually like it's probably a busier spot than where I was yesterday, but the energy is much different. It's much more people. Their energy diffuses coming into this space because there are so many old trees, so much nature here. I find myself looking for something to fill the void, that silence, something meaningful to say, as if the bird song's not enough. I think what I need to do is actually make myself more comfortable because I'm perched a little bit. Something I often say in my yoga class, actually, if we can make ourselves 5 or 10% more comfortable, like what would that look like or feel like? And just invite that sense of like, no, really get comfortable. I think it's Kit Lachlan, who my stretch therapy teacher, who used that phrase, and I just latched onto it, I guess, as a useful phrase, because I think certainly as people I see, like that there's a barrier to actually making yourself comfortable, and maybe it comes from that a self-worth place, like someone who has high self-worth. I guess if we take it to the extreme, someone, an A-list super celebrity who has their rate of demands what they need to feel comfortable, like that's, they have no qualms about demanding everything of everyone just so that they get to feel comfortable. And most people in the yoga space are not that. Nowhere near. I guess most people are nowhere near that, but the yoga peeps are like the opposite end, like, to the point where I've offered people a blanket in Shavasana. You sort of tuck them in a bit. It's like it's a nothing. It's a 2-second job, isn't it? But I've actually had students burst into tears because it feels like an act of tender care that's maybe not they maybe can't remember the last time, if they've been supporting themselves and running on adrenaline and stuff and going through one crisis to the next, and they haven't been extended that level of comfort and care. It can be quite a shock once you receive it. And also, like, where does care comfort and care fit in society's conversation? You know, if we're talking about what we educate our kids, it's more, we use words like resilience, don't we? We don't use words like comfort and care. Why is that? And actually in the Marines, like what we say is like any fool can be uncomfortable. Like it's part of your professional job to make yourself comfortable in the field, because who knows how long you're going to be out there for. It's no good just going into survival mode. Like you need to be there until the battle's won. So days, weeks, months, whatever it is, you need to learn how to make yourself comfortable. So it is a masculine trait. And then maybe the feminine is to make other people comfortable, is to nurture others, and the masculine is to make yourself comfortable. I don't know. And I don't necessarily associate masculine with male and feminine with female. We can trip ourselves up, can't we, with all the terminology, but use whatever words you find useful. So comfort has many levels, doesn't it? How far can we take that level of comfort? And it's a celebration of the world then, isn't it? It's shaking hands with the world, feeling the world supporting you. You know, if I take the time to get comfortable, I can really feel the sun's rays on me, and that's a beautiful thing. I can enjoy that and feel like the universe is safe, and almost like the universe is looking out for me. Yeah, I think that's one of Einstein's. Everything's attributed to Einstein, so you have to be careful. But I think Einstein did say something like, it's the prime question we need to ask ourselves, whether the universe is ultimately a friendly place. Is the universe friendly? It certainly won't feel friendly if we're guarded against it. So, you know, we have to meet the universe halfway, don't we, and try and relax, find our comfort, and then maybe we can ask that question. From an unguarded place. Feel a bit more comfortable facing away from the camera. I've got my mic on today, so I'm not stressed about being too close to the video, to the camera. That's helpful. Absolutely stunning day. Right, I'm going to bid this baby tree farewell. Take a few pine cones. And wish you guys lots of love and have a great day.